Hello, I'm Scott Bogey. I did an interview with Ryan Hewitt. Enjoy. Here with Ryan Hewitt ahead of his fight against Redgie Hingston at Cage Warriors 176. How are you doing today?
I'm good, mate. How are you?
I'm doing good. How are you feeling ahead of this fight?
Feeling very good. I've had a very clean camp, man. It's been one of the best up there so far. So it's been a very good camp so far.
And obviously, it's not been the best run in Cage Warriors so far. You are on a run of two defeats. Do you feel like this fight is the best opportunity to get that first win in Cage Warriors?
100%. And I need to this fight. I've got no choice but to put a statement on this guy. I have to put a statement on him. I've come into the Ander Sanchez fight. Unlucky, really. I come in. I think I battered him for 2 rounds. Had the better of the 2 rounds, and unfortunately, I fucked it up at the end. I know. Is what it is. Just my mistake as always. Uh, Ger Harry's fight. I can't say much on that. It was just a bad performance. Realistically, I shouldn't have even took the fight for personal reasons, injuries as well. But it is what it is. I've lived and learned that now, you know. But
And
this one, I've got to come in. I've got to put a statement on the go.
and how do you feel like your experience as a pro is going to be valuable in this fight? Obviously, you have had three professional fights, whereas your opponents only had one.
Yeah, I think this guy's very unexperienced, to be honest. I think I need to show my fight IQ in this fight, and I will, and I'll make sure that I do as well. Um, I think this guy's a very he pumps himself up to get into the scrap all the time. He's a very I call him an emotional fighter, and I think experience would be a big factor in this fight, really.
And obviously, even though you've only had three professional fights, you have had a bunch of amateur fights as well, which obviously is that experience that is stepping into the cage. So you do have that as well on your record. And how has the training been for this fight?
For this fight, it's been fantastic. I've had a very clean camp. This camp normally I get a lot of problems in camp normally, but this camp's been very clean, very clean. Feeling strong compared to last year. I'm mentally stronger than ever. It's been a very good camp, very good camp. It's one of the best I've felt since my pro debut, really, which was like 3 years ago.
And you are with Fearless MMA. How has that
Yeah.
been?
Go again, sorry.
How has that been? Being with
How's that? What,
Fearless.
sorry?
How has being with Fearless
How's it?
MMA?
It's brilliant. You got the likes of Jake Hadley, Andy Yates, Joshua Brew, Micah, Judah. You've got the best around. Any kind of situational sparring you need as well. You've got different types. It's if you want to be anywhere in Birmingham for the flyweight, bantam, feathers, you need to be at Fearless.
And do you feel like having that quality, obviously Jake being in the UFC and being undefeated as well, do you feel like they push you to your limit each time?
1,000%. Like I said, they're the best around, aren't they? You can only
Yeah.
get better by training with guys like that, and you learn a lot off them as well. And I've always been around them, and they only give you good knowledge and experience. So, like I said, if you want to be at your best, you got to get down to Fearless.
And do you feel like this victory is even more impressive than normal because you're coming into his home country and you'd be able to get the victory?
Yeah, yeah. I, I'm there to be. I'm official. I'm there to get put in with their guy and I, but I'm there to upset everybody. No one can sleep on me. People look at my record and they go off the record all the time, but watch my fights. They're entertaining fights, they're close fights. And unfortunately I fucked a couple of them up and it's my fault. I've got to learn from them mistakes. But don't sleep on me on this fight. You'll see as well. Do not sleep on me.
And how much do you value tape study? Obviously on your opponent and on yourself as well.
I'm myself more than them. I like to better myself. With them, I'll watch a few of the fights. I'll go over it now and then. See a bit of their rhythms and stuff, but I don't really watch a lot of them. I watch more of me, to be honest, and see where I need to progress, where I need to get better. What from myself, I can see what they would see as well, what they would try and work around. So it's just about doing you. Make sure you do you, and make sure you better yourself every time you come out.
And what do you feel has been the biggest improvement since that last fight?
All around game, complete all around game. Since my last fight, like I said, I can't say much on that fight. I had a massive injury going into that fight, and I shouldn't have accepted it. And like I said, it is what it is. I enjoyed the fight, 15-minute war, and respect to Gur Harris. He had me dreaming about spinning elbows for a week. So, but but since the last fight, I've leveled up massively. I've gone back to doing me instead of concentrating on anybody else. I've been selfish. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, I'll show you as well. Come next week, you'll see. It's not the Ryan that come out in no Harris fight.
And like you're saying, you went into that fight with the injury. Do you feel like the main thing that held you back was just protecting that injury in that fight instead of just going in with your normal game?
In the last fight, I just fucked up. Let's be honest. I just fought completely wrong. Let's be honest. It was just a bad performance. If I'm happy for that, I'm happy for that as well because I've learned a lot of that. I've learned that I shouldn't take fights when I don't need to take fights as well. I was going to take one in March, and again I still had the same injury, and knowing that I'd come off that loss with Go Harry, so I didn't accept it in the end, which was clever. But because I just want to fight, I'm here to fight. I like to fight. I just wanted to fight, don't I? So
Yeah.
so yeah, it's just shit one off the last one.
And how is your contract situation with Cage Warriors?
So I signed a 5 fight contract for I think it's just under 2 years. So after this one, I've still got another three under their contract.
And do you feel like that gives you just a little bit more protection, knowing that even if it doesn't go your way in this fight, you still got those other fights to show them what you are capable of?
Oh, it does definitely, it does, but I don't think of that. I don't think of that at all. I've got to think more that I can't think if I lose this one, I've still got three more. Not a chance. I'm not going in this thinking if I lose this one. I'm going in this knowing that I'm going to go and put a statement on this guy. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm not going in thinking what if, what about this? What about not a chance, man? I'm going in. I'm making a statement in this fight, and like I said, I'll show everybody.
And after this fight, are you looking to have some time off, or are you looking to get back in the gym and get another fight as quickly as you can?
Like I said, I love to fight. Do you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
I'm not somebody who turns down fights or anything. So I wanna I wanna make sure I'm fit and healthy. Like I said, make sure I'm getting good enough rest. But I'd like to get another one in at the end of the year. Yeah.
And do you have any event in particular? I know they're heading to London in November as well as Newcastle, and they're off to San Diego in December. I mean, you could go into the Manchester card 2 weeks after, but you might want a little bit of rest after that. Any
Yeah,
event that you are targeting?
yeah. I'm not targeting anything really because they might announce something later on. Hopefully a December card or something. That'd be nice. But we'll just see what they throw at me after this fight.
And how do you feel being on this card? Because it's got cards of your potential. You have Craig Bungard, Reese McEwen, you have the Prize Fighter tournament, and then just last week they announced the lightweight title is going to be on the line.
See, it doesn't put pressure on me about the people that are on the cards at all. Like my opinion, everybody's a normal person. Do you know what I mean? Say if someone famous comes speaking to me, I don't know, John Jones come. I'm not as someone who gets starstruck. They're a normal person. Do you know what I mean? Like it
Yeah.
doesn't faze me at all. I'm just there to do my job. I don't give a crap what's going on around me. I'm there to do my job.
And do you feel like having that mentality can help you just calm the nerves down for fight night?
Yeah, to be honest, yeah, because you just concentrate on doing what you need to do. Do you know what I mean? Like take everything away from it. Make sure it's not a big deal for yourself. Yeah, I don't think people around me, people on the card or anything, give me any kind of nervousness or anything. It's just get in there and do your job.
And what has been the probably the trickiest fight of your career so far?
Trickiest.
Yeah.
Um, I'd say the last one because of I couldn't. I don't want to say excuses, but I'd just say the last one. I'm not here for excuses or anything. I had a big problem with an injury that I had. But like I said, Gerhouse turned up and he smashed me for 3 rounds. Let's be honest with you,
Yeah.
it was a bit of a war, but he just punched me head off, and I fought stupid. I couldn't. I fought. I fought how I sparred all camp. I put myself on the back foot easily as well, and that's how I fought. Do you know what I mean? Like I just prepared for it wrong. I fought wrong. It's just one of them. So I'd say I'd say the last fight. Yeah.
And when do you feel like there is anything to do with fighters and injuries in the fight? Obviously, at the last Cage Warriors London fight, James Webb got a massive cut on just above his eye, and the doctor did step in and just checked it out, made sure he was okay, asked if he could see. He said he could see, fought out the last of the round, got the victory, but afterwards he admitted he couldn't see out that eye. Do you feel like there has to be a bit more honesty in the fight game, or how do you, or what do you, how do you look at that?
Not a chance.
Usually, do you
It
feel if you're going to get out there, it's going to be because of that stoppage?
100%. You're there to fight, and you've just done a solid camp. You put your body on the line for fucking how many weeks? You've gone through your diet. You've done your cut. There's no way I'm letting a doctor come in and say, "Oh, that cut's stopping you." Not a chance, man. Like honesty ain't there. Even if I'm hurt or anything, like in the fight, I'm not hurt. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm going to the end. Like if you got to do anything, you got to finish me. And I've shown that in the last fight. There's there's no way. There's no way I'm gonna lie. Well, not lie. Sorry. There's no way I'm not gonna lie to keep that fight going. Like that fight's carrying on to the end, and anything could happen. Do you know what I mean?
And do you feel like it? What could help you is the adrenaline rush.
Oh, 100%, yeah. 100%. For instance, one of my fights, I bust my ankle in one of my fights, and I just carried on spamming kicks at him, just walloping him with kicks, and I didn't even know for a couple of weeks after. I thought, it's just a bit of a knock on my ankle, and then I gone and I got an X-ray and had a frigging hairline fracture across my ankle, so I had to stop training for a bit. But yeah, adrenaline always helps. Like it's part of sport, isn't it?
And what was it that got you into this sport?
What got me in? It was one of my mates, Paul Titan Taylor, heavyweight. He I was as a young lad, I was training at the Forum, Chelmsley, in the gym where he used to work, and he used to come in a bit. I saw him coming in a bit knocked up and everything, and I thought, fucking hell, he looks a bit rough, doesn't he? And yeah, like as a good mate, I started speaking to him more about it, and then he got me into it, and just went on from there.
And how do you balance the cage fighting to your normal life?
Fuck. it's 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 a challenge. I think it's a challenge for anybody sometimes. Like I've got a mortgage to pay for as well, so you got to get your extra bit of money in. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But when you're in camp, everything's just about your camp. Everything's just about making sure you're ready for that fight. So saying that, it's not too bad really. It's all good.
Well, thank you for coming on. I'll let you have the final word. Anything you're wanting to say, anyone you're wanting to shout out.
Yeah, don't sleep on my record. You'll see my abilities come on September 7th, Glasgow. Make sure you tune in as well.
You're going to put on a fantastic performance, and I can't wait to watch the fight.
Thank you.